The story of Dutch football, like any great tale, has humble beginnings. It all started in the late 1950s when the Netherlands was just beginning to find its footing in the world of soccer. The sport, still relatively new to the country, was slowly but surely gaining popularity among the masses. The establishment of the Eredivisie, the top Dutch league, marked a significant milestone in the country's soccer history. Founded in the late 1950s, the Eredivisie brought together the best teams from across the nation, providing a platform for them to showcase their skills and compete at the highest level. This was a turning point, a moment when Dutch football began to carve out its own identity. The early clubs that dominated the scene were the likes of Ajax, Feyenoord, and PSV Eindhoven. These teams, with their unique styles of play and passionate fan bases, set the stage for the thrilling matches and intense rivalries that would become synonymous with Dutch football. But it wasn't just about the clubs. It was about the players, too. The late 1950s saw the emergence of some of the country's first football heroes. These players, with their skill, grit, and determination, inspired a whole generation of Dutch children to take up the sport. They were the pioneers, the trailblazers who paved the way for future generations of Dutch footballers. And let's not forget the fans. The Dutch people, with their love for the sport and unwavering support for their local teams, played a crucial role in the growth of football in the Netherlands. They were the ones who filled the stadiums, week in and week out, creating an atmosphere that was both electrifying and infectious. As we look back at this era, we can see how these early years laid the foundation for the Dutch football we know and love today. It was a time of growth and exploration, of trial and error, of passion and perseverance, and as the 1950s came to a close, the seeds of a soccer revolution were firmly planted in the Dutch soil. As the 60s rolled in, so did a new breed of Dutch footballers. The 60s saw the emergence of a generation of players who would revolutionize the way the game was played in the Netherlands. The Dutch style of play, known as total football, was born, and it made a significant impact on the international scene. This approach to the game was fluid, flexible, and innovative, allowing players to switch positions freely on the pitch, creating a dynamic and unpredictable style of play. Among the key players who came to prominence during this era was Johan Cruyff. Considered one of the greatest players in the history of the sport, Cruyff was an embodiment of the total football philosophy. His technical skills, agility, and vision on the field were unparalleled. His contributions to the Dutch national team and the sport at large are immeasurable. Jacques Swart, another great player of this era, was known for his speed and precision. Swart was part of the formidable Ajax team that dominated Dutch football in the 60s. His ability to effortlessly glide past defenders and his knack for scoring crucial goals made him a nightmare for opponents. Then there was Piet Keizer, a gifted winger with a magical left foot. Keizer was a key figure in the Dutch team, known for his dribbling skills and ability to deliver precise crosses. His flair and creativity added a new dimension to the Dutch offensive play. These players, among others, set the stage for the Dutch national team to make a name for itself on the international scene. The 60s laid the foundation for the success that was to come in the following decades. The Dutch team started to gain recognition and respect from their rivals, and the world began to take notice of the unique and captivating style of Dutch football. The 60s was just a taste of the greatness that was to come in the following decade. The 70s, a time when Dutch football was not just a sport, but a work of art. This was the era when the Dutch introduced the world to total football, a philosophy that revolutionized the game. An approach that required every player to be adept at every position on the field. It was fluidity incarnate, a ballet of perpetual motion where the ball was the star. At the heart of this revolution, the maestro himself, Johan Cruyff, a player who could dazzle with his footwork, confound with his vision, and astound with his goals. But Cruyff was not just a player, he was the embodiment of total football. Every flick, every pass, every run was a testament to this philosophy. His influence transcended beyond the playing field, shaping the style and ethos of Dutch football. This golden age of Dutch soccer saw the Netherlands emerge as a force to be reckoned with on the world stage. The 1974 FIFA World Cup was a testament to their prowess. The Orange, as the national team is fondly known, played with a style and flair that left spectators and opponents alike in awe. Though they fell short in the final, their performances throughout the tournament were a testament to the power of total football. The success continued in the European Championships as well. The 1976 tournament saw the Dutch reach the semi-finals, further cementing their place among Europe's elite. The team was a formidable ensemble of talent, with players like Johan Neeskens, Rob Rensenbrink, and Ruud Krol joining Cruyff in a symphony of footballing excellence. Yet this golden era was not just about success on the pitch. It was about a philosophy and approach to the game that was as beautiful as it was effective. It was about a team that played not just with their feet but with their hearts and minds. The 70s marked a golden era, but the evolution of Dutch soccer was far from over. The legacy of this period continues to inspire and shape the future generations of Dutch football, a testament to the enduring power of total football. The 80s and 90s were a period of transition and transformation for Dutch soccer. These 2 decades were marked by a dramatic shift in the landscape of the beautiful game in the Netherlands. Clubs rose and fell, players came and went, but the spirit of Dutch soccer remained as fervent as ever. The 80s saw the rise of clubs like PSV Eindhoven, which dominated the domestic circuit and even made waves on the international stage. They were led by legendary players such as Ruud Gullit and Marco van Basten, who were as much artists with the ball at their feet as they were athletes. Their performances on the pitch were nothing short of poetry in motion, a testament to the Dutch philosophy of total football. However, as is the way of the world, what goes up must come down. The 90s brought with it a period of decline for some clubs. Ajax, once a giant of Dutch soccer, struggled to maintain its standing. Yet, even in decline, there was a silver lining. The 90s also saw the rise of new talents that would go on to define the future of Dutch soccer. Players like Dennis Bergkamp and Clarence Seedorf emerged, demonstrating once again the Dutch knack for producing world-class talent. On the international stage, the Dutch national team had its highs and lows. The 80s saw them miss out on 2 consecutive World Cup tournaments, but they bounced back in the 90s, reaching the semifinals in 1998. This resilience, this ability to bounce back, is a defining characteristic of Dutch soccer. Through the ups and downs, the triumphs and trials, the 80s and 90s were a testament to the enduring spirit of Dutch soccer. These were decades of transformation, of transition, but also of tenacity. They were a prelude to what was to come in the new millennium. The 80s and 90s set the stage for a new millennium, and with it new challenges and triumphs. As the new millennium dawned, so did a new generation of Dutch football stars. The first decade of the new millennium was a time of exciting change in Dutch football. With the turn of the century, a fresh wave of talent stormed the field, leaving their indelible mark on the sport. One such luminary was Arjen Robben, a player whose speed and skill with the ball earned him the nickname the Flying Dutchman. His remarkable contributions to Dutch football are still remembered today. Then there was Robin van Persie, a striker known for his precision and versatility. Able to play both as a main striker and a supporting forward, Van Persie was a key figure in many of the Netherlands' most memorable games. But it wasn't just about individual stars. The Dutch national team also shone brightly on the global stage. The team's performance in the 2010 World Cup is still etched in the minds of fans worldwide. The Orange, as they're affectionately known, advanced all the way to the final, showcasing a brand of football that was both beautiful and effective. And who could forget the Euro 2008? The Dutch team, under the guidance of Marco van Basten, delivered some of the tournament's most breathtaking performances. Their games were a testament to Dutch football's unique blend of tactical discipline and creative flair. The new millennium also saw the rise of young talents like Frenkie de Jong and Matthijs de Ligt. These players, barely out of their teens, have shown a maturity and skill far beyond their years. Their performances are a testament to the strength and depth of Dutch football. The 2000s were indeed a time of renewal and rejuvenation for Dutch football. New faces emerged, new stars were born, and the national team continued to make its mark on the world stage. Through all the changes, one thing remained constant: the Dutch passion for the beautiful game. The 2000s saw the rise of a new generation, but the Dutch passion for soccer remained as strong as ever. The past decade has been a roller coaster ride for Dutch football. As we journey through the years 2010 to 2024, Dutch soccer has seen a pendulum of fortunes. A period marked by stunning highs, unexpected lows, and a resilient comeback that has left an indelible mark on the beautiful game. Let's start in 2010. The year the Netherlands national team, led by the indomitable Robin van Persie, made it to the World Cup final. It was a heart-stopping journey filled with nail-biting moments and exhilarating triumphs. However, the final hurdle proved too high and they fell just short of the ultimate glory. But the Dutch are not ones to back down. Over the next few years, they regrouped and rebuilt. The rise of key players like Memphis Depay, Matthijs de Ligt, and Frenkie de Jong injected fresh energy and dynamism into the team. Their creativity, tenacity, and skill brought back the magic that Dutch soccer is known for. Fast forward to 2019. The Netherlands team, now a force to be reckoned with, made it to the final of the inaugural UEFA Nations League. It was a thrilling run filled with unforgettable goals and jaw-dropping performances. Despite falling at the final hurdle, the team's spirit and determination shone through, laying the groundwork for the years to come. In the most recent years, we've seen the Dutch team continue to evolve and adapt. Their cohesive teamwork, innovative tactics, and relentless pursuit of excellence have kept fans on the edge of their seats. The emergence of new talents and the steady leadership of experienced players have made the team a formidable force on the global stage. From the humble beginnings in the 1950s to the thrilling present day, Dutch football has been a riveting journey of passion, innovation, and resilience. A journey that continues to captivate soccer fans around the world, and one that promises to deliver even more unforgettable moments in the years to come. Dutch soccer has not just been a sport, it's been a movement. A mantra that resonates vividly within the heart of every soccer fan, player, and enthusiast worldwide. The impact of Dutch soccer extends far beyond the boundaries of the Netherlands. Its influence is felt on the world stage, in the strategies adopted by other nations, and in the dreams of aspiring players around the globe. The Dutch soccer philosophy, famously known as total football, revolutionized the sport. It introduced a fluid style of play where any outfield player can take over the role of any other player in the team. This dynamic and adaptable approach to soccer has inspired many modern tactics, influencing teams from Barcelona to Bayern Munich. Not just tactics, Dutch soccer also brought forth a unique blend of technical skill, tactical understanding, and physical prowess. This skillful balance has been a hallmark of Dutch players, making them some of the most sought-after talents worldwide. Their flair, creativity, and fearless approach to the game have left an indelible mark on soccer history. Who can forget the audacious skills of Johan Cruyff, the precision of Dennis Bergkamp, or the speed of Arjen Robben? These legends have not only shaped the sport but have also become role models for future generations. Moreover, Dutch soccer has been instrumental in pushing for more inclusivity in the sport. Their women's team, the Oranje Leeuwinnen, is a testament to this, having quickly risen to prominence in the international arena. Their success has inspired countless young girls and boys alike, proving that soccer is indeed a game for everyone. The impact of Dutch soccer is not confined to the pitch. It has seeped into popular culture, with the vibrant orange of the Dutch team becoming an iconic symbol of national pride and unity. It has sparked conversations, stirred emotions, and united people, all while offering spectacular moments of sheer sporting brilliance. The story of Dutch soccer is far from over, and we can't wait to see what the future holds. As the game evolves, so does Dutch soccer, continuing to inspire, influence, and ignite the passion for this beautiful game.